Hokage.
I thought you said Bill Cosby.
I thought you said Hulk Hogan. Hey, brother.
My name is Hank Hill. I'm going to be the next Bill Cosby.
Brother. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Episode 68 of The Throne Room. Your host, Alex King, Josh Pink, Zack Smith. We're out here roasting Zack Smith. This guy.
A.K.A.
Jocko Willink, a.k.a. Imperium Fitness, a.k.a. I can do 4 muscle-ups in a row.
Actually, I did 6 the other day. 6
the other day.
Progression.
6 the other day. Progression. We're learning. This guy actually taught me how to do a muscle-up in like less than 5 minutes.
Yep.
So it was fun.
Technique, baby.
We're back. We're going to roast Zack Smith. But before we do that, go head over to the Patreon. Patreon.com/The Throne Room. We got 3 tiers on there for you. But listen, we need more support. If you want the show to grow, go to Patreon.com/The Throne Room. Also, go check out Imperium Fitness. Quick plug. Go check out FNX Fit. Quick plug. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but I want to get to this freaking show because we got a big one today. Okay, I haven't known Zack Smith for a very long time, but let me tell you this, okay? There's plenty of stuff to roast him about. I was a little disappointed on last week's load of me because I know I'm way too critical of myself. I make fun of myself every single day. There's some stuff that I do that really annoys me, and I'm surprised that this guy couldn't figure that out. If I had some other, whatever. Shut up.
There's a roast.
I'm sure that we have some stuff on Zack Smith. I don't really know it yet, but I'm sure my boy Josh here does. So we're going to get into this deep. We're going to let him go. Okay, you like that? We're going to let him go. And I'm just going to build off of this, okay? So we're going to have a good time tonight.
Well, first I got to start.
Go ahead.
Got a story for you,
Here we
X.
go.
Yep, you were there.
I was there.
You weren't there when I got sexually assaulted, but you were there at your thing.
I was there.
Yes, he was.
At his birthday party?
Yep. No, that wasn't the time. It was I played Just Dance with everybody.
He wasn't there.
Yes, you were. I remember because you were like,
no, it was Sam's friend.
Yes,
yes,
no,
you
I
were.
was
Yes,
there.
you
That was
was.
at Sam's place. Yes.
Yes, Sam, it was at Sam's.
Okay.
Yes. Who? What?
All right, here's what happened. All right,
Okay.
so I was a fish camp.
Was that when what's his face?
That was
there
me on
and
the
we had
toilet.
It was
Cool,
me.
bro. I can
No,
yes.
That wasn't the same night.
Was that?
Yes.
No.
No, wait, what? You weren't there because Turner was there up there with him.
Oh, I think of the one.
Turner was there. Because I gave my shirt to him.
Yes. That was the same night.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah, because I know it was me, Turner, and Pink.
I was like, I had a bad night, and you were like,
You had a bad night.
You had a bad night. Yeah.
I was a fish camp counselor. Okay. And here's my thing. So I was an awkward little core boy, right? I was like, all right.
This was last year.
This was freshman year.
Really?
Yeah, it was freshman year.
Yes.
No. Okay, no. This was first semester sophomore year, but I was a counselor freshman year.
Okay.
So second semester freshman year, okay, I go and it's time to pick partners or whatever. And because I'm a shy little core boy, I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna think I'm weird, yada yada yada. So there's one that my first, they have a thing where it's called like texting buddies, and like, excuse me,
You're good.
lunch date buddies, like to get to know everyone, and they switch you up every week. You go on a lunch date with people and just kind of get to know everybody. So there's not any clicks formed or anything. Mm-hmm. So the first texting buddy I had was her name. I'm not gonna say her name. So yeah, so like she was my first texting buddy. She was cool and whatnot, like and we had fun, and like it was like shipped from the beginning.
Okay.
And so it was like, oh, like they're gonna be partners. Like they're gonna be.
Stop.
Partners.
Hang on. Pause real quick. What is the thing with ship? What's the ship thing?
Like when
I ship them. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like that. I don't.
Okay.
I don't know, but
I hate that.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
We were shipped.
Ship them. I ship them.
Go ahead.
We were shipped.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Right.
Apparently, and so when it came to it came to partner like choosing, and I was like, oh man, like I wonder how I'm gonna get my partner, and then like I didn't because you can like approve people, or you can like approve people and like disapprove people. Like I don't want to be these people partners, but I really want to be these people partners, and I didn't disapprove anybody. Like I was like, I'm down to be anybody's partner. You know what I'm saying? Like I love everybody here. Everyone was super cool. You know what I'm saying? And so I had a meeting with the chairs, and they were like, hey, you have to like pref somebody. Yeah, it was pref and anti-pref, and they were like, you have to pref somebody. And I was like, I like everybody. I don't really care. And they were like, you have to pref somebody. So like a partner reveal is a pretty big thing at fish camp, right? Because that's like you're supposed to be really close to each other. So I was like, hey, I don't care. I'm cool with everybody, you know what I'm saying? And they were like, okay, y'all seem really good together. And I was like, all right, bet. Sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So my girlfriend, her name's Haley, by the way. Shout out to Haley.
Shout out to Haley. There you go.
She was like, yo, this girl likes you. And I was like, nah, little naive me. I was like, nah, baby, hey.
Nah, baby.
Nah,
not gonna
baby.
have gal friends.
Hey, I'm yours, baby. You know what I'm saying? And And she was like, no, dude, like this girl, I know she's your partner and it's like a big deal or whatever, but this girl likes you.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
And then I didn't think anything of it, and she was like worried, little girl instinct, and I was like, okay, it's fine, whatever. So fish camp goes, it's fine. Everything's really good. It was a great fish camp. And so there was a party. This was way after fish camp, about a few months afterward in the first semester, right? He has a party.
You cook yourself a refill if you need it.
Good.
Okay.
He has a party, right? At Sam's house, his girlfriend's house. Shout out to Sam.
Shout out to Sam. Love you.
And so we were over there. It's me, Turner, Hayden Turner, and then him, and then you.
Shout out to Hayden Turner, by the way.
Shout out to Hayden.
Come on
man.
the freaking show.
Hey, come on, man.
We can
come
have
on,
another
man.
roast.
Come on, man. 12. Hey, yo, 12.
I got
12.
a story about him from this week.
All right.
But anyway,
Alright.
back to
There we
you.
go.
Back to me. Okay. So we're at this party, and I'm like, oh, sweet. And my fish camp taps in my chat and was like, hey, come over to Jackie's, who lives right across the road in the cottages. She was like, I think it's the cottages, right?
Yeah, that's where we were at.
Yeah. So he's like, hey, I live right across. I live right there. It's my birthday. Like, yeah, like, hey, I'm gonna go over to fish camp for a little bit. Is that cool? And he was like, yeah, man, I'll see you later. And this is the day you were there. We played Just Dance, stuff like that. It was fun.
Yeah.
So I went over there, right?
I think I played one.
Yeah. I went over there, and I was the only guy there was one dude. And I hugged my partner, and she started kissing my neck. And I was like, hey, hang on a minute. And then I was like, you know what? She's drunk. I was
Now, does your girlfriend know this?
no, she knows that I'm there. I'm like, we're
But
having a conversation.
now.
No,
like,
not now. She does not know this. Like, I'm getting there. And oh no, she knows this now.
No, okay, yeah. I was like,
yeah. I thought you meant at the time.
No, no,
She
yeah,
knows
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, she knows this.
okay,
Good,
I
good,
didn't have to
good,
say it
good,
to her.
good,
Oh, that would have
good.
been bad. Okay, you know what? She's drunk.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna let
yeah.
it go. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like,
And
okay.
you're a good-looking guy.
Yeah, I mean, and I was like, I didn't think anything of it, and I was like, okay, cool. And we're sitting there vibing, and this girl's like trying to sit in my lap, and I'm like kind of scooting away or whatever. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I got a girlfriend. She knows I got a girlfriend.
You can't do that. That's
She knows I got a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh, she knows.
she knows I have a girlfriend.
Oh,
yes.
no.
And she has a boyfriend. That's the worst part. But I'll get there. Dude, I'm talking about when this girl's like all over me. I'm talking about like all over me, like trying to sit in my lap.
No, I know.
Everyone notices too, but no one does anything about it. And I'm like literally trying, like physically, I'm like, hey, get off me.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying, get off me.
Stop.
And I'm like, oh god, this is getting so uncomfortable. And like she keeps trying to kiss my neck, and I keep like shoving her away and trying to sit away. She's like, come here. And then I go up the stairs to talk to Jackie, who's the host of the party. It's her birthday, and I'm like, yo, you gotta get this girl out of here. You gotta do something. And I was like, do you not see it? She was like, yeah, I see it. I don't know what to do. Because then my chairs, the people who were keeping her occupied, left to go to a 21 and up club.
So they didn't know.
They didn't. No,
Yeah.
they knew. No, they
knew,
knew.
but
they saw it happening.
Okay,
They were like,
okay.
all right, we're leaving. Bye. The only people that were keeping her away from me, like trying to keep her distracted, they left. And so it was me and her alone with these people that were not even paying attention. And I was like, yo, I'm just trying to have a good time. Like, get off.
Yeah.
And then I go upstairs to talk to Jackie. I'm like, yo, you gotta get this girl away from me. She's like, yeah, I get it. I'll go. And then it just comes upstairs. And she's like, let's go have sex. And I'm like, straight to the freaking point, right? She's like, let's have sex. I'm like, no. And she's like, come on. No one would know. Yada, yada. There's a bedroom up here. And I'm like, I have a girlfriend. No. And she's like, I don't care you have a girlfriend. She's not going to know. No. Let's go.
Look,
I love my woman.
Look,
Yeah.
there you go. You know what? I love you for that, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I thought I was the only one.
No, that's
Josh included to that.
I've gotten cheated on. It freaking sucks, dude.
It does freaking
it's
sucks,
awful,
man.
bro. And like, oh my
Yeah,
god,
I-
that's
yeah.
that's the worst thing a human
No,
being
it's-
can
He's
do.
been manhandled.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
It's terrible. Okay. Yeah.
Talk about that later. Anyways,
No, yeah.
yeah. So
we
she
know.
was like, and then like the breaking point was that she reached down and grabbed my penis. So I
Shout out
grabbed her
me too.
hand, I shoved it off, and like I pushed her, not like hard. I was like, get off.
You
me.
like punch her in the
I-
chin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
decked
yeah.
her, you know,
Fuck.
I pummeled the girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
I got you.
shoved her off me, and I was like, I'm going. I called one of my buddies to come pick me up, and I was like, you got to come get me. Like, this girl's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
I can't be here anymore.
Yeah,
this is
no,
not
you
a good
can't.
situation.
No,
I need to get out of here.
No.
And I was waiting on my ride, and then she, I guess, she knew she was wrong or something like that.
For sure.
And the best part about this whole story is that I heard a knock on the door. I was like, thank God, it's my ride. I go, and someone opens it, and it's her boyfriend. Her boyfriend comes and picks her up. And she's crying, and she leaves with him.
Why is she crying?
I don't know.
Oh,
she crazy, dude.
Because she got to go sleep
She
with
crazy.
him.
I don't know. But I think that's what happened.
Guess
And
I
then
got to go make love to my boyfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God forbid.
It was, oh my gosh, the most uncomfortable situation. I was like, I never understood how a guy Because I know for a fact that if I would have done anything, like if I would have put like my hands on her or like told anybody to like report her, she would have turned it right back around. It would have been my fault.
You can't do that. That's the thing. The guy is ever in that position, you can't even report it because the girl will always be believable.
Especially in college at Texas A&M.
You cannot do that, bro. You made the right decision. Look, if a guy, if let's say Ed was in that position, some arbitrary Ed was in that position.
Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie. Shout out to
Hypothetically,
Eddie.
Hayden Turner.
Hypothetically, Hayden Turner was in that position, and he's with Saucy Sally.
Ladashia.
Freaking Ladashia and Saucy Sally. Why not? Two of them. Okay, he's getting pressured into doing some things, but he has a girlfriend. Okay, he has a girlfriend, and he says no. He says, "Hey, I have a girlfriend. I love my girlfriend. I'm not a cheater. I'm a good man.
She's my family.
She's my family, man.
Literally,
man. She's my family. Listen, she's my first cousin. Literally, I love her to death because even if she wasn't my girlfriend, I would be at her funeral because she's my family. She's my first cousin. What are you gonna do?
I'll be in that front row, man.
Listen, man. I'll be in that front row. I probably speak at the funeral because she's my cousin. But listen, I love her to death. I'm not gonna cheat on her. So I'm going to tell Ladashia, and I'm going to tell Saucy Sally, no, thank you, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say, no, I think I'm going to be loyal to my girlfriend. What's his girlfriend's name?
He don't have one. Let's call her.
I don't know.
Casey.
I think I'm going to be loyal to Casey because I love Casey. I love Casey with everything I have. So listen, Casey, I'm not going to cheat on Ladashia, and I'm not going to cheat on Saucy Sally because guess what? I love you. I love you, Casey. Okay, listen here. I love you, Casey. I love you, Casey. Here. Now I'm not going to cheat on you, and then they say, oh my God. This guy doesn't want me.
Because I called my chairs about it. I was like, yo, you got to do something. And then they were like, they were like, do you want to report it in like to the university, Title IX, that mess? And I was like,
you're not going to win.
No.
You're not going to
I was like, I'm not doing that. Yeah, because it's going to come back. So, yeah, I was like, I knew it was going to turn right back around on me. And I was going to get out the Corps. I was going to lose my Air Force scholarship. I was like, nope, not even going to do it.
No.
Forget it.
No.
I'm just going to not do anything with her anymore. Like, I blocked her on everything.
No.
I was like, I'm done.
Again, it balances itself out because it probably wouldn't affect you or like me or Josh as much as it would like a woman.
Yeah.
Because, we can take
statistically
that.
speaking,
take
like
that,
woman like who gets like sexually assaulted like that is mostly in the right, but there are some people out there.
It happens a lot more.
I have seen it.
Yeah.
Where there are really gray situations, and they get convicted and like not even get a hearing or whatever, and they're just kicked out and their life is ruined because that one gray situation where it was kind of both their faults.
Especially when alcohol is involved, bro.
Oh, especially
when alcohol is involved.
And there's definitely a part. Cause I was actually talking to Haley about this. Shout out to Haley.
Shout out to Haley.
I was talking about her and her mom about this, about like how there are guys on the wrong side and like who did like they are bad people for doing that, but it's not like against the law. It's a really weird area. We'll have to have a conversation about it, like privately about it. But it's I've seen a lot of people get kicked out of university and lose all their future for something that was like, hang on a minute, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? And because the girl like regretted what happened. Yeah. But again, I just want to say on record, subject. More likely than not, it is. The guy's just a rapist.
Yeah, a lot of the times that's the case.
Most of the time,
but there is some
sliver.
And again, and I'm not saying it's right for men. It's obviously not right for men to take advantage of women in this situation because there's biological advantages that men have over women, and men take that advantage to a whole new level with regards to sexual activity, and it's ridiculous. If you're one of those guys, stop listening to this podcast.
Hang on, man.
The same thing can apply to women. If you rape a guy, or if you accuse a guy of rape, and it ruins his whole life, you're just as bad. Not only because you lied, but because you degraded the ones who actually got raped.
Yep.
Yeah. Cardi B was publicly
what is that?
Yeah, Cardi B was publicly.
She was like, "Hey, I drugged men
on Twitter." She was just like tweeting for fun.
Had sex with them and took all their money. And everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, feminism, WAP, strong female power,
WAP."
Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, I've raped a guy in a movie theater."
Oh,
these are like tweets, and I think she still has them up. You can go back. She's like, "Yeah, I've raped a guy in a movie theater."
My man No, that's Bill Cosby.
Bill
Pretty
Cosby.
bad.
Bill
That's pretty
Cosby.
bad.
What do you mean you're man? No. Cut
I'm
that
just
out.
kidding. That's a
No,
joke. Dark
Bill
humor.
No.
Sorry.
Bill Cosby has no man. I wanted to get to the roast of Zack Smith because we have talked extensively about everything else going on in the world.
I am so sorry. That was.
It is not your
Not
fault,
really my
Zach.
fault.
Stop.
Some
apologizing.
conversations just need to be had.
Stop conversation.
Some conversations need to be had.
Stop
and that's what needs to
apologizing
be.
for things that you didn't do. Okay.
You're right. All right.
Listen, Josh, take the load, and I'll follow you.
I'm glad you picked that story because we'll just go. This is kind of like the conversation we had. There's this thing when you become a junior in the Corps, you get a pull-out name, and it's your, it's just like nickname that you get on the back of your shirt, and it's kind of a name that goes in your back, and everyone that looks at it that doesn't know, it's kind of like, that's kind of weird. I wonder what that means. But all your buddies know, so like I know Smith. Smith knows mine. Well, I'll just kind of explain this like when we were going through it. The rough draft one for Smith was gonna be rape, spelled R-A-E-P. And, of course, you know why it's rape, but it was misspelled because this dude failed the reading and writing portion of the AFOQT, which is basically the SAT for people that want to go in the Air Force.
Let me defend myself real quick.
Illiterate.
Let me defend myself.
Illiterate is what you are.
No, I'm not illiterate. Okay, I'm a very smart man. Math and science is my thing. Here's
Mix it up with that.
here's what.
Stop.
I come
Hold-
from a town.
Hang on. Before you even preface this, you have to retract the statement. You
What was
just
it, like
made,
a 1?
Because you're
Was
putting
it
a
a
shame
1?
to my
It's not a
people.
1. All right, look. A passing score is 15, and I got a 14. Here's why. I am from a small town called Texarkana, Texas. Okay, on the border of Texas and Arkansas. Right, Texarkana. Yeah, state line. It's a twin city. Okay, we have a vocabulary of maybe 10 words that we say. Okay, and you know Hayden Turner. You know his accent.
What did he get?
He's an Englishman. He's a liberal arts major.
Okay, but what did he get?
Okay, he also got like a 12 on the on the math section, so I don't want to hear it. You get these big words, and you have to match the closest meaning to those words. And these are words I've never heard of in my entire life. I'm like, what is this word? And it's like a 17, 20 letter long word. I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Reading, huh?
No.
What
it's
is
not.
reading?
It's not you read a passage and answer
And.
questions. It's not you read a passage and answer questions like the ACT.
What is it?
It's that you get a giant word and you say, okay, what's the closest meaning to this word, or what's the opposite of this word? And I'm like, I don't even know what the word means. I've never heard that word in my entire life. I don't sit there for fun and just read a dictionary with all these like actual words. That's why. And I failed it by 1 point, and then the next time, and it's because I didn't study for it, and I studied my booty off for the next time, and I took it the second time, and I passed it with like flying colors. Made a great score. Even on the pilot section.
Nevertheless.
I am not illiterate. I'm a smart male.
So the conclusion of this segment is that you're illiterate unless you study.
No.
Yes.
That's not what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Yes is what you're saying.
We'll go with that, sure.
Okay. Come on.
You know no words.
Big words like interpret, think,
That is not.
understand.
Indubitable. What's up, Drake? How you doing? Shout out to Drake. What? I said shout out to Drake. What's going on? Come on now. Shout out. No, you're good. You're good. I mean, they understand. Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, the final name didn't end up being rape, R-A-E-P. That would never have been approved.
Of course it would.
No. I've seen some bad ones, but we went with Ego, I-G-A-U, and it is named after a punch buddy. But it was also a play on E-G-O. That's how you spell
ego. Gosh, Jesus.
This
You
man,
just roasted him on illiteracy, and then
I
you
just
don't
wanted to
even-
make sure it was right.
Okay.
I'm a comms major. I speak it. I don't spell it.
No, you do. You do spell it. Is the thing.
Anywho,
Okay.
my episode was two ago. We're past that. Anywho, yeah. So we went because this dude's got a big ego. We were watching The Boys. You haven't seen it yet. This dude's a lot like Homelander.
No, I'm not. Not even close.
There's like a scene where Homelander's at like a radical Christian rally,
Okay.
and he's like, "God appointed me to save you," and he's like, "Dude, this dude is such a this dude's I can't stand this guy." And then in the same breath, he'd be like, "God ordained me to fix everything that is wrong with the Corps of Cadets right now." This dude, kind of I was a Corps tool. You kind of like in your own way, you're kind of a Corps tool.
I'm just passionate about the Corps.
I will march straight into his office.
Hang on. Okay. But, bouncing off of this, you're saying that he is God's gift to the Corps.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it.
I started following Jocko Willink on Instagram.
Oh, I almost you know that. Go with that.
I look. So for those of you who are not informed, Jocko Willink is an ex-Navy SEAL, and he's now like a motivational speaker. He does a bunch of stuff.
Professional life liver.
He honestly should run for president. He would probably win. Okay. For whatever reason, I don't know why, but he posts these videos on Monday morning where he's just kind of ranting about motivational stuff.
Black and white.
Yeah, it's just whatever.
Black and white filter, yes.
So, Zack Smith has the audacity to think that he is Jocko Willink and post some video at 5 a.m. on Monday, last Monday, thinking he's Jocko Willink and giving some motivational speech that nobody gives a crap about.
Yeah.
Why? So this whole week, like literally,
I didn't wake up.
literally every single time that like he texts us in our throne room like GM, I'll be like, "Hey man, nice job, Jocko. You're doing great. Thanks, thanks, Jocko. Really good job." Because walk me through that thought process, Jocko. What's going on?
We'll post it to the throne room. We can post that.
Yeah. Post.
Please don't.
Jocko. No, we're doing it.
First
it
of
now.
all,
Here we go.
I had a weird day. So after I went to the gym and did some heavy squats, I did heavy squats,
Heavy
and pull-ups,
squats.
and heavy squats,
Heavy squat.
heavy bench,
Heavy deadlift.
heavy squats. Anyways, no, I was told by an upperclassman to be like, one of my seniors was like, "Hey, you need to post a motivational video like Jocko does. That'd be awesome."
He was messing with you, bro.
I think
he was not.
I
think he
I know it is. He thought it was gonna be cool.
Yeah,
and then you made the video.
Because I made the video and he was like, "Dude, that was awesome. Like, that was such a good job. Like, we're gonna post this like today. Like, oh, you did such a good job. Like, they're gonna like everyone's gonna get it. Everyone's gonna get it." And then he posted on Instagram, and then I go to sleep and I wake up like at 9 in the morning or something like that after formation, PT, stuff like that.
After a heavy run.
After a heavy run.
Heavy half mile.
Yeah. And he was like, and then I have everyone in my room be like, "Are you? Why? Why'd you post this?"
It was so bad.
It was really
It was
bad. I don't even
cringy
think the
as
motivational
hell.
speech even was motivational.
I didn't wake up because I wanted to. No.
I was too concerned about because this dude that I've been friends with for a year is putting himself through this garbage. I was like, what is my boy Smitty doing?
I don't know. It was not a good.
Who were you trying to motivate?
That was a down point for me.
It was a very
The
down
message
point.
was clear. I didn't wake up because I wanted to.
Yeah.
I woke up because I'm in the core.
Listen,
And
we're
I'm
not
better than you. God put me on this planet just because I'm better than I'm built different.
He goes, listen, man, not every day you wake up and you're motivated. You wake up because you have a purpose, man. What are you even talking
I
about?
don't even know, dude. I don't even know. He said, "All right, you got about 30 seconds to say something motivational. Talk about like duty and responsibility."
Duty. Yeah. It's your
Duty
duty
was
to
my
wake up
duty.
today. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Get out of
it
here.
was
God
not a good time.
ordained me to do this morning half mile.
I have no
the
words.
chosen one at a half mile.
That was a down point in my career.
A nasty 5-minute half mile, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a down point in my career, and
Very
I
much
have
so.
no words to back that up. So
Well, you can't.
Maybe that's
I
the Patreon.
apologize.
Maybe that's the Patreon episode.
Yeah.
Is
We
the
just
30-second clip.
We just post the
Oh my
30-second
gosh.
clip.
titled "Smith's Duty."
No, we'll definitely put it on the Instagram. I'll make it a
Bro,
point.
we'll be
to put it
taking
on the
poops
gram.
like, "How is your duty?"
I
Yeah.
apologize to the public, whoever saw that.
Cool.
All 37
Nice.
views of that
47,
video.
I think.
47
I think
on
it
the
was,
outfit.
I think it was in the 40s.
Oh.
At least 40 people saw you. It's my duty. God woke me up this morning to run and make this 30-second video.
Good night, man.
Yeah, no words. You got me there. Like, that's all I got.
I watched them
Got me there.
I watched them collaborate on this because it was like after our workout, and the upperclassman was like, "Yeah, so we're just gonna go. I'll run behind you. We'll go run around the quad, and you can go film this video." I saw him take off. He's like, "Wire on the quad this morning, 5 a.m." and then they're gone, and that's the last I saw of it.
Oh no.
I swear he didn't. It's not like
Oh,
but there was
no.
there was a shift like
Oh no. Yeah, man. I'll tell
Sorry.
you what. Okay, here's another thing. So we had to tell the story before it gets too late in the show because I know most people don't watch this late. So the first time I met Zach was in an episode called like I don't know something like in the hole with,
inside the core.
inside the hole with the Corps of Cadets at A&M or whatever, right? And I was walking. We went up. We went off to meet Grace, I think.
Yeah, because she
somewhere.
wanted to be on the episode.
Yeah, she brought her sister on or whatever. I haven't listened to that episode in so long.
And we had everyone in God in that room.
Yeah. So we were out in the quad with these people, right? And we went to go meet up with Grace, and then that's the first time I met you. Was on the quad at night.
Yep.
And you were like, "Hey, are we doing this podcast or not?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, we're doing this podcast. Let's freaking go." So we go, and the podcast went whatever. It was fine. I mean, the podcast kind of sucked, but the whole show sucked back then. That was like 2 years ago. That was
She is very gorgeous to me.
Yeah, the freshman year. Learning, the whole thing. And after then, we go to Midnight Yell, the whole thing, and whatever. That was fine, but that was the first time I met you. You're very different now. I thought you were a total douche back then.
Really?
Yeah, total douche back then. And that's coming from a douche. Look.
Even more than Tyler
high school-
Nance?
No. He hasn't met Nance.
Okay, but
No,
I
have
was
met Nance.
But not for extended.
No, I haven't. I did see him at the Rec.
He told me he saw you.
Really?
He was like,
Yeah.
he is big.
Yeah. No.
Isn't it,
I
Pips?
saw. But I was like, that the guy's a freaking douche, and that's coming from, and that's coming from a douche. So that was the first impression. But I was like, you know what? Any friend of Josh Pink is a friend of mine.
Wait, what made me a douche? That's what I want to know.
So what made you a douche was just
Aura.
Listen. Honestly, I can't
Ego.
even. I can't pick one thing out, but it was this because I know I'm a douche, and that's my most critical point. In myself. So it like takes one to know one, right?
Yeah.
So I know I'm a big douche, and that's the thing that I'm most critical of myself of. So I'm like that guy. I see myself in you a lot.
Douche energy.
Yeah, I was like that dude reminds me of
BDE, man.
myself.
Hey,
It's-
BDE, the big douche energy.
yeah. I was like that dude reminds me of myself. At some points, I'm like, that guy's me. You know what I mean? So that's one thing. So 2 years later. This is last semester.
Yep.
We're at was it Alex's birthday?
It was his birthday.
It was my
We're
birthday.
just hanging out. Was it your birthday?
Yeah, it was my birthday.
We're hanging out, and we're at Alex's, and shout out to Alyssa Cervantes. She's been on the show twice.
Shout out to Alyssa.
So we were at their apartment, and we were celebrating his birthday. And his birthday was a god awful show of what humanity can become.
Yes, we were like monkeys.
Lord of
was
the
bad.
Flies. It turned into Lord of the Flies.
It was bad.
But with boots.
And and I just remembered the Turner and Kindle story. That
Hey
whole
man,
thing
give me
was
5
hilarious.
minutes.
Hey man, I got
No,
listen man.
It was 2 seconds. That was the
was
quote.
was it him that tried to convert Alyssa? Or
No,
it
that
Turner?
was my
That
friend.
was
Or
No,
that was
Carrasco.
freaking Carrasco.
He didn't
Yeah,
try
yeah,
to
yeah.
convert her. He like showed
He thought that he could though.
big respectful male 2020 energy.
Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, regardless.
No, that was Turner. Turner said, "I man, give me
Hey
2
man,
seconds."
she ain't met me yet, man. Anyway, so I meet this guy, and at some point along the show, and again, this is my one story. At some point along this conglomeration of whatever the hell we were doing that night, we were just listening to music and dancing and whatever. We played the fight song. And at some point, you just decided to throw your shirt off.
It was.
Just
That's what
decided to throw
that's what
your
I was
shirt
thinking. I was like, who threw their shirt off first?
Oh yeah. Just decided.
Was it me?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
For sure. And I'm thinking that I'm like, what am I looking at here? Because I'm not looking at freaking Channing Tatum here. I'm looking at a dude with zero shoulder mass and like
no.
chest and back size. So I'm like, okay, this dude decides to double grab the table. Please buckle your seats up. He grabs a table, kind of like what we're filming on right now, and decides to grind on the table.
Oh,
I'm trying to think of the song that was in the back.
probably some.
You know what?
Still the War Hymn.
Yeah. It was probably still the War Hymn, honestly.
Everybody's some out
Probably
of
still the
context
War Hymn.
song. He did not grind.
And I mean, what's going through your head in this moment? I mean, I'm thinking, oh, what?
No worse.
I
don't remember that.
At some point, Turner went, "Are we taking our shirts off now?"
Yeah, I remember that. Yes, I remember that.
Me nervous in the corner protecting my nipples.
Yeah.
Not
They're
a good moment.
a target. They're a target, man.
They
I'll
are.
tell you what?
But,
Golly.
speaking of shirtless Smith, we said this last episode, but he has the cross tattoo.
Oh yeah.
I do.
If you're listening, you just pictured it in your head. What?
Yeah.
I see you out there. You just pictured it.
You just pictured.
Don't try
Come on
to
now.
unpicture
Come
it.
on now.
You know the
Come on
cross.
now.
You know it.
Hit it home.
You know it.
The tattoo when you turn 18 and graduate, you're like, I'm getting this tattoo.
I know 3 guys from our high school that have a cross tattoo on their freaking pec, thinking that they're Henry Cavill in Superman: Man of Steel. No, you're not. You're.
But anyway, he has it, and I remember we were going out for this thing, and it's like this little family. We're about roasting people. And some dude's like, "Hey, roast your old lady," and I was like, "Oh, I forgot to Sharpie on his cross this morning." And they're like, "Huh?" And I was like, "This one, see, it's fading from yesterday."
It really does look like it's fading. You might need to get that redone.
Yeah, well.
No, look. To add on to this, Smith, I've worked out with a lot of athletic men in my life. Shout out to Seth Williams. You know,
Shout out to Seth. I don't know you, but shout out.
shout out to Seth.
Seth of Williams.
Shout out to Zach Zinsmeyer. You know, I've worked out with a lot of strong athletic men that I don't know what it is with you, man. You have the most awkward body type of
I know.
anyone I've ever worked out with. I don't
know.
get it.
I know.
It's got to be like.
You know what it is?
I don't know. What
My
is it?
belly button's too high.
No, it's not. It's just the lack.
That's what
It's
it
just,
is.
it's
No,
just, it's just
I
the
have
lack
a very
of.
long torso, really wide ribs, really wide hips too. It makes it look like I have love handles,
Yeah.
but I don't. And I have zero shoulder mass, like you said.
Like,
My shoulders are my weakest point of my body.
That's it for sure. I think
Yeah.
I think it's the lack of shoulders. It's the lack of triceps. It's the lack of
Okay, hang on.
back.
I told him this, and I was like, "Hey,
Hang on.
you want to
I
get
had
to him?
target
Hey.
that.
You want to get to him? Tell him he got small
you
triceps."
don't,
Hey,
like,
I got good
forget,
triceps.
No. Forget the pump. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Forget pump because pump is not an accurate description of anybody's size.
No.
it's not. It's ridiculous. People will post stuff about their pump and be like, "Oh, I'm huge. I'm freaking huge, Dad." No, you're not. You're not. You're no, you're not. Okay. There's nothing there. I don't get it.
The triceps?
No, there's nothing there.
For me?
No, there's nothing there.
Okay.
There's nothing there. Hold my hand. Hold my hand while you do this. Come on,
Alex.
Come on.
I know.
No, I remember in Garza's whole Garza said you
Listen,
had small triceps.
hold on. Pause. Because listen, the only reason I'm saying this is because he told me to.
I know.
Okay.
Like,
That's
you're
the only
small,
thing.
you don't want enough.
It's not that. It's just because that I mentioned that to Josh once, and then he was like, "Say that," and he'll get mad. And I was like, "Okay, perfect. That's it."
Because I remember Garza was like, "My triceps are," and you're like, "Bro, I got horseshoes."
I got horseshoes,
He said,
dog.
"I got horseshoes." Like,
I was being sarcastic as well.
bro, you know what Pink rides every Tuesday, Thursday? Yeah, these are on their feet. Horseshoes.
These times 4. We're talking about horsies, dog. Yeah.
You know what you do?
Anyways, moving on.
Next segment.
No. Okay. All right. Yeah. I am built weird. I will give myself. It's
But
just
I'm
weird.
still big.
But
It's just
listen,
weird.
but
No,
listen.
it's like I'm not big, and it's just like I'm just weird. I have like 4 abs, but they're like misplaced.
Look, me too. I don't have very good abs. I'll be honest with you.
And I'm
For sure.
decently like athletic build.
For sure.
I just don't.
Definitely.
I don't understand. Like there was a point where I looked great, like the newbie gains, like the first year working out. I was like, dude, I look good. I look good. And then afterwards, I just plateaued where I was getting stronger. I just could not build any muscle mass. And I just like, as much as I work out, I should be huge by now.
Yeah.
But like I'm just not, which is fine. Like I have someone who loves me, but I just gotta work on loving myself, you know?
Yeah. Look, I
Okay,
aspire. I have a weird thing where I don't want to be like freaking like a Heath or
No, I don't want to be like.
I don't want to be like an
so big where I
Arnold.
can't. I have to wear oversized everything and sweatpants. Like no, like I feel good. I feel confident.
There you go.
But like I just. There's obviously things to work on, and I am built weird. I'll give. I have my torso is way too long. for my body. My nipples are way too wide. My belly button's way too high.
Look,
We had a sophomore say, I want to look like Smith, like torso, but like with bigger arms. And I was like, oh, yep, I'm done. So every other day I've been working on
when I got bigger shoulders,
shoulders are where it goes. It's true.
Yeah.
It's like
if you had bigger shoulders,
yeah.
I couldn't.
'Cause it's
roast
just
you.
like- it's
I
just
wouldn't be
like-
able to roast you.
and like- and it's
Forget the
also-
triceps. Forget the triceps. If you had bigger shoulders,
I'm not built weird. I'm built different.
there's no body shaming on this show. Let's be honest. There's no
No
body
build weird, no
shaming.
build
different. Unless it's my
no body
nipples.
shaming. Okay.
It is weird.
Look. I've worked out with you twice now. Or
Yeah,
once?
yeah, twice, maybe
Once?
once. I don't know.
I've seen you in the rec twice. I think I've worked. Oh no, twice.
Yes.
Because we did that chest day and then we did the freaking
arm
douchebag
shit.
arm day.
from hell.
We need to work out again. I missed working out. I'll be honest.
Last 3 days.
I hit 190 this week. I'm
Really?
back- yeah, I hit 190 this week.
Someone 75.
175?
Yeah.
You're 6 foot.
Yeah.
Wow. I hit 190 this week and I was like, oh my God, I finally did it. Because last year, like this time last year, my goal was to hit 190. The summer before last year, I didn't eat and I was literally like 165. And my goal that fall, so last year, this time, was to hit 190. And I hit 190 like this past week and I was like, wow. The amount I've come from 165 to 190. And I think with my height, and I'm not going to get any taller, I don't think, but like 5'10" and a half or whatever you are, because we're about the same height. You're probably a little taller.
69 centimeters.
Yeah, whatever that is. So
Shout
with
out
that,
69.
with
The
that,
big number.
shout out to 69.
Shout out 69.
Shout out to
The
69.
number, not the
Yeah.
rapper.
No, the rapper too. Whatever. So with my height, I think I want to be about 200, and that's it. I'll probably peak at 200, and for like ever. So at like 5'10" and a half, 5'10", 200 pounds. That's where I'll end. But that means I only have 10 more pounds to go.
Yeah.
And so
Neither.
yeah. So I
was
mean,
around
it was a
185.
huge milestone for me, like this week. But either way, I mean, I was disappointed this week because I didn't work out at all. I just had so much freaking homework,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I just had
that's
so
really
much
good.
crap, and it was bad. I didn't even work this week, really. I have to work a lot this week, so who knows what's gonna happen? I don't know if I'll work out.
You'll be
again
doing
this week.
curls while
Yeah.
you're like plotting out roads.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be freaking designing storm sewer systems.
put a drainage system right there.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be like, yo, listen, we got to put we got to redo the whole like freaking elevation system at this point. But y'all let me know when you work out because I'll go with y'all
See,
for
probably.
sure. I need
Tomorrow.
I'll need tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Let's do it.
Back.
Back.
Triceps.
Beautiful. Shoulders.
Shoulders.
Listen, shoulder circuit every time we work out.
Yeah, no, like
You
I
will-
have been. I had like this
It
last
may-
week. I hit
yeah.
shoulders 3 times because I looked at myself and I was like, it's not there. Yeah.
No,
like,
no.
It's just
I
like
have.
flat.
I have. Go ahead and roast him on that.
Yeah,
because
we
I don't know what the
back
frick.
to
What's
I wanna
going
get-
on?
I want to cry.
Okay,
That was close.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
close. I did tear up a little bit. That ruined my ego, my self-image. That's
fine.
fine.
Listen,
Go ahead.
More on the this dude like wears his heart on his sleeve, but he only chooses to put like what he's insecure about. Like you know that guy that like is joking like, oh X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like our buddy Luke Key got these big old calves. And you know why?
Huge calves.
You
dog.
know- you know
we
what.
look. We've talked about it on this show before. He has massive calves. For whatever
Yeah,
reason.
So that's like a perfect. He'll be like, he doesn't deserve these.
He don't. It makes me so mad, dude. Like I'll see him walking and they're just so much. They're not even like
they're so
big, like
dense.
cankle
They're
calves. They're not
dense.
like
They're
fat calves.
dense.
They're like so muscular.
They have a heartbeat.
and his
They're
body's
freaking.
like this big around. It's like you don't do anything
I
at
rest my
all.
case.
And
Okay.
you know, and as much as I work
For
just-
reference,
gosh.
for reference, I've seen Lubke wear the tightest shirt on the planet. Granted, this shirt's pretty tight. Okay, shout out to FNX Fit. Okay, I've seen this dude wear the tightest button-up shirt
The pink one.
and look like a twig.
Yes.
That being, his calves are Mr. Olympia worthy. Okay?
No, they are.
Thick, juicy calves
With a heartbeat.
with a heartbeat. Yeah, they have hearts in them.
But you see it right there.
Yeah,
makes-
he's mad at him.
He doesn't do anything.
He doesn't
Yeah,
deserve
yeah.
them.
And he doesn't deserve them. Like give them someone who actually works for him. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
It's
The one that got him. We were feuding as a buddy class, and someone told him he was the worst leader out of all of us.
Oh God.
And he was at the meeting like, okay, I will take that criticism. Yes.
will
We get
take
back in the room. Worst leader, me? Can you believe that?
Out of everyone in our entire class, all 14 of us,
You know Josh is the best leader of the entire class.
I am the
bro.
worst.
The entire buddy class, Josh
It
is
is
the
me.
best leader.
You have
bro.
Aaron
Come on
Liebke.
now.
I am the heart.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, that one was rough.
Yes.
So freshman year, I wasn't too bad. First semester, sophomore year, I was awful, god awful. And then second semester, sophomore year, I got better. And I think this year I've gotten better. Here's my thing: I don't like stupid people.
Listen, Ron White.
stupid things.
Ron White said it best when he said, "You can't fix stupid.
You can't.
You can't fix
I don't like
stupid."
incompetent people, man. Like when people are like I'm all about growth and like getting better, but if like there's a difference between wanting to get better and just incompetent at your job.
Yeah.
And like
I know what you mean.
and I hate like I'm not. This is not on myself. Just like I like to take. I see all these people who are really successful, and like I read about these people who are really successful, and they all have the same like personality where they're like you got to tell it to them straight, and you got to get the crap done. You got to get the job done.
Yep.
And you cannot have any kind of incompetent people. Like if they cannot do their job, it sucks. Like it's business from a business aspect. If a business is growing and there's like a family business, right? You're gonna take over that family business and like because it's capitalism, and it's the same thing like that, and just like in personalities stuff like that too, and like in the core where there's jobs, like you can't have people who are incompetent at their job, lead, and like and people don't like me because I call them out on it, and in the progressive core now, that's a no. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa! You hired a hitman?
No. All right,
Your whole
last few days of junior year.
Your
Okay.
juvie thing.
Yep, last 2 days of junior year. We're in the classroom. All work is done. We're in my English class, okay? Small school. So I'm on my phone. We're talking about the party. We're like, hey, we're going to rent out a cabin. Someone else. One of my friends that are girls. Really good friend of mine. She was like, hey, I'm renting a cabin this weekend in Broken Bow. We're going to go out there. We'll have a good time, right? Party. And I was like, oh, heck yeah, that sounds so fun, right? And then I was on my phone. She was like, hey, get off your phone. And I'm like, yo, everyone else is on it. It's okay. Like we're not doing anything. Like when I say we're not doing anything, like she just said, okay, for class today, y'all can just chill out, sit and talk, whatever. We're just chilling. We don't have anything else to do. It's the last few days in junior year for your seniors.
Right.
And so I'm on my phone like everyone else is, and we're all just kind of talking and booing around, do whatever. And then she goes, Zach, give me your phone. And I'm like, no. Like, I'm not in second grade. Like, you want me to put it up? I'll put it up. But, like, literally every single person in this whole room is on their phone. And, like, why is it me that you come to? And then she was like, give me your phone now. And I was like, I'm not going to. Because back then, my school, you get your phone taken up. It goes to the office. You have to pay $15 in cash to get their phone. Yeah. And I was like, no. Yeah. I was like, it's not happening. Like, I'll go. You can send me to the principal's office, whatnot, do whatever. I'm not giving you my phone. She goes, fine, go to the principal's office. Go to the principal's office. I went to the vice principal's office because that's my defensive line coach.
There you go.
I'm like, hey, Coach Fowler, come on now, what's up? And he was like, hey.
Shout out to Coach Fowler.
Shout out to Coach Fowler. He's what a
go.
guy, man. I love that dude. He was like, all right, Smith, like, come on. It's like the last few days of junior year. I know how you are. Just, okay? I'm like, fine. Go back in there. She makes me write sentences like a first grader. I will not be disrespectful to Miss Poteet. Shout out to Miss Poteet. Actually, no, not a shout out to Miss Poteet. She sent me to juvie. Anyways. So, as a sarcastic asshole that I am, I wrote all big letters, one. She said, fill the front and back. So I'll make the whole one sentence the front and back of the page. Because if she wants to treat me like a first grader, I'll act like a first grader, right? I did that, turned it in. She was like,
Wait, hold on. What did she tell you to write, and what did you actually write?
I will not disrespect Miss Poteet.
And what did you actually write?
I will not disrespect Miss Poteet. I wrote it. Okay. But I wrote it in giant letters, so like that one sentence that I wrote took up both the front page and the back page. Turned it in. She was like, and I was like, so I went to, later in the day, I went to homeroom. And me and my friend have sort of this kind of, let's just call it dark humor. Okay? You know how it is. Dark humor.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
Boys and their piss
That's
burgers.
kind of the theme of this episode.
Yeah.
Boys will be boys.
She hated the Emma's the volleyball coach for the girls.
Okay.
She hated me, which she has the right. Yeah, that was an asshole thing.
She
to me
can
to say.
hate you, but you're not wrong.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
yeah.
Like, I get it.
Yeah.
And so me and my friend were having a private conversation. I was like, and he's asking
About
me
a
what happened.
hitman?
And I was like, yo, dude, you know what I should do? Just get on Craigslist, type in a hitman. Should be gone tomorrow. And as a joke, and we laughed about it because it was a joke. And then she goes, what? Who? You? And acted like I was this whole school shooter about to call the police. And I was like, yo, dude, I'm chill. Like, it's
They're not about
fine.
to call the police. About to call a hitman.
Yeah, and she was like, I'm gonna call the police. You're the most disrespectful person I ever heard. And I was like, listen, it was just a joke. Like, you don't get that kind of humor. Like, we're weird that way. And she kept going on and on about it. She went to the principal's office. The worst part of it was they made me call my dad and I had to tell my dad.
What was that conversation like?
It was so bad, dude.
So I'm your dad. Let's go through it.
Hypothetically,
Let's go
called
through it.
Agent 47 on my teacher.
Let's go through that conversation.
He
I'm
was
your
like-
dad. No. Like,
all right, I'll be
like-
Coach Fowler.
Yeah. No. Act it out. Like you're you.
Yeah.
I'm your dad. Go ahead.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, because this is the point where before this conversation happened, before I called my dad, he was the principal was like, listen, that was really bad. I'm sending you to, we called it DAEP, which was like, it wasn't juvie where you go where you steal or you Grand Theft Auto or whatever. It was like the step down. It's like what it was like there's ISS was like, and it was like a suspension, but I had a restraining order in the school, so I couldn't be within 200 feet. Or I couldn't be within a mile radius of the school, right? And so I'd have to go at 6 a.m, drive my car to Little League fields, my truck to Little League fields, and park it there until a bus came at 6 a.m. to pick me up and the rest of the kids from my school and go all the way around to other school districts and pick us all up, the people who were in DAEP, and go to this one little schoolhouse where it was like prison. And we just didn't spend the night, literally, though. We had uniforms and everything. It was like a big shirt. And, like, the different color shirts would depend on how many, like, privileges you get, like, what stage you are. So, like, when I first got there, it was a black shirt. And then, like, later on, if I behaved, I'd get an orange shirt, which I got a snack from the vending machine. I got to go outside, take the trash out.
No way.
And I swear to God. And then at the very end, before you leave, you get a green shirt, which means you get to take a little extra 20-minute for lunch. And you get a snack, and you can take the trash. Anyways, besides the point.
It
was bad. No windows. There was 4 classes. There was a reading class, a science class, a math class, and a lunch period.
Dude.
And I was in calculus.
Yeah.
I was in calculus. I was in AP biology and stuff like that. And these kids were like doing A+. Like, so in the math program, it was like the stuff to get your GDE. So it was like, what's 2 + 2? And I was like, listen, dude, like I'm in calculus. Like I think I should be doing calculus stuff because like I'm gonna get behind. And it was ridiculous. I'm talking about like we get to read one book every day. And it was like, do you remember Plural? Did y'all have that?
Yeah.
Plural stories? Like, we had to go read the story and do little questions about them. Like, they were, like, easy. Like, what's the main character's name? It was stuff like that. It was so bad. It was, oh, my God. I felt so stupid. Anyways. So, they told me I was going to go.
He fails his, like, literacy test or
I
whatever.
know.
You know what I
I
mean?
know.
Come on now.
And so
That's probably why you failed it.
Yeah,
you were
I
in
was
a
just
stupid class.
Yeah, it was awful. God, I didn't learn anything from that. No, but the coach was like, listen, I'm sending you there for the first 2 weeks of your senior year. You're going to do the rest of the year at ISS. And the first 2 weeks of senior year, you're going to be in DAEP. And I was like, but coach, we play New Boston or Redwater. Those, like, I'm at football. Like, those are our 2 rival games. And he's like, I know. It's going to suck, but you got to miss them. You'll be gone. I was like, but coach, they're rival games. It's my senior year. And he was like, I know. And so he called my dad. I'm not gonna lie, I was tearing up just because of that. I couldn't play football or anything, dude. I was so sad because I was the only. Because I told you about the last episode before that. I had to play JV my freshman year or junior year.
Yeah, because
I moved.
Yeah,
and this is the only year I had to play varsity, and like I was gonna start. Like I worked so hard to get there, dude. And he was like, "You can't. You're not gonna be able to play." And I was like, I was so mad. I was tearing up, dude, tearing up. And so he calls my dad and was like, "Guess what?" He said, "Guess what your son just said to a teacher." And he's like, what? And he was like, he said he was going to hire someone on Craigslist to kill her. And he was like, put him away. That's how my dad is. My dad doesn't offend me at all. He's just like, screw him. Do whatever you want.
Send him to the ranch. Send him to the ranch.
Like, yeah, it was so
I
bad.
can
And I
relate
was
to
like,
that.
but Dad.
It
was not good. I spent 2 weeks there. It was awful. It was really funny. I had a whole campaign about free Zack in the whole school. There's posters.
Zack.
There was everything. And people wore shirts. It was great. It was
that's
great.
He was
amazing.
a public figure. He was on the high school news.
Yeah.
For what?
He was. What was your position?
So we had this thing. So I went to my old high school. We had this thing called PGTV, and I guess there's another roast of myself. I was a troublemaker in high school, man. So we had this thing called PGTV, and it was like a journalism thing. It was like a news broadcast we would do for the whole school and all the school, like the elementary school, middle school, intermediate school, everything.
Kind of like what we had.
Yeah, and they would send these videos to competitions like in New York City. It was to compete with all the high schools of the best journalism. We've won like the past like several years. And they sent every single one up there apparently. Or actually no, they selected a few like random ones, like random dates to send up there. So everyone had to be good. Every single episode had to be good because if you don't know which one they're gonna choose. And so it was April 20th, otherwise known as 420. I do not partake in that, but my friend did. And I was the producer of that show as a sophomore. And he was the anchor of that show. And so I was a dumb sophomore, my first year in it. And then I asked the senior, I was like, hey, you think this would be funny, what I'm about to say? So you think this would be funny? He'd be like, ha ha ha, yes, dude, no one's going to get it. It'll be hilarious. Subliminal joke. And so he said, have a good day, PG, at the very end. Went like that, and then went like this. And I was the producer, so I got to like edit it and everything. And then the credits rolled, and it was like, duh. Oh, it was like, da 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 da. Da,
Oh,
da,
because I got
high. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. You know, and that was it. It didn't say I was gonna clean my room, but then I got. It didn't say any of the lyrics. It just said that little intro part. And then I was in algebra, and everyone was like, "Yo, that was the funniest thing I ever heard in my life." You know, high school humor. They were like, "Oh, bro, that was so funny, dude. Oh my gosh." And it was like it was really funny, the high school humor. And then even my algebra teacher, who was like 26, granted, but like she was like, that was hilarious. And then I heard a knock on the door. She's like, "Where's Zach Smith and Josh Nelson? Where's Zach Smith and Josh Nelson?"
Shout out to Josh Nelson.
Shout out to Josh Nelson. And we go out, and she's like crying. She was like, "That was an episode that they sent to New York City for the competition." I was like, "Oh, my B." And
Oh, my B.
she was like, "You disgraced my career. My whole career depends on this competition,
no, it
and you just
doesn't.
spit on it." And like, it was so bad. I almost got suspended for that. I don't regret it. It was really funny.
I
but
almost didn't
bad.
get to play it. Well, never mind. This is bad stuff.
That's This you.
But I almost didn't get to play my senior year of football at all. And I had just come off of a great, like, 104. No, that was senior year. I had 104 tackles my senior year, 88 tackles my junior year. So,
Heck yeah.
so I came off of like a star season my junior year.
Yeah.
And I almost didn't get to play my senior year because of some BS with like a miscommunication with like the coaching staff and like my parents. But either way, I was freaking mad. I was so upset. And I like broke a knuckle because I punched a tree because when I found out like I thought I wasn't going to be able to play, I ended up being able to play. It was fine. I just missed like the first half of the first game.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually unrelated. That was because I like overslept my alarm. I just woke up at like 9:45 and interestingly enough snuck out of my house. Like I woke up at 9:45 and my stepmom was still in the house, and she would have killed me if she found out that I woke up at 9:45. But I woke up at 9:45 and I somehow snuck out of my house. So here's how that went, right? So I woke up at like 9:45, right? So
what time did you wake up?
Like 9:45. So
One more time.
yeah. So like I woke up at like 9:45, right? So I get dressed and all that. I don't shower. I just put my uniform on, and I'm upstairs, okay, and the stairs going downstairs are really creaky. It's wooden floors. It's it's so
Demon infested.
I don't know how people snuck out with like if they lived upstairs without going through a window because my stairs were so creaky. The next door neighbor could have heard me walk down the stairs like nonchalantly. So I'm walking down so carefully, and I make it like downstairs into like the laundry room, and you probably know how this is laid out, right? So I go down.
We
to
breached
like,
and cleared it together.
yeah, we breached and cleared it. Yeah. So we go down, and I'm in the laundry room, which is like if you're looking down the hallway, you can see the master bedroom of where she's sleeping. So she walks out at 9:47. Okay, I'm.
And you woke up at 9:45.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I'm in the laundry room, okay, and she comes out. I hear her come out of the door, and I still have to unset the alarm. I think that she's gonna come down and like unset it like manually. She doesn't. She lets the dogs out. So when she lets the dogs out, I realize that my dad unset the alarm. So when my dad unset the alarm, she can just go open the door, let the dogs out, whatever, without the alarm going off. So when she goes outside to let the dogs out, I make my grand escape through the garage door, open the actual door, get in my car, leave without anybody knowing. Mm-hmm. But there's a 2-minute window where I could have been screwed in the butt. But either way, this whole charade spared me my first half of the first game of my senior year football. Regardless, I still had 10 tackles in the second half of that game, so whatever. It was still my season average. So whatever. Anyway, go ahead. What were we talking about?
I got one good last story.
Okay.
This is when he was taking the AFOQT.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first seizure incident.
Oh yeah.
So it's me, Anderson, and him and Lukey working this marathon or this 9-mile run. Mm-hmm. And him and some other buddies are taking this AFOQT. And so that all goes down and we're at the hospital. I jokingly sent in the group message.
I wasn't taking the AFOQT that time.
No, y'all.
I was running it.
Oh yeah, you were in the run. And so I jokingly sent in the group chat, yo, Lukey's dead. But it was haha convincingly serious message. And everyone in the what do you mean? What's going on? And there's only one like on this message. It's him.
Yeah, I still didn't even know what was going on.
Didn't respond. He went, oh, what?
So you didn't even know that he was joking.
No, I was running the
this
race,
message.
and he said, Lukey's dead. And everyone's like, oh, my God, are you serious? What happened? Because he said it pretty seriously.
Yeah.
I was like, ha.
And he liked it. And everyone's like, tell me, call me right now. I need to know.
Not everyone can understand that this guy either A, exaggerates everything 25%, or B,
that's
it's
exactly
straight up
what
joking.
Yo, Lukey's dead. I was
yo,
like, no,
Lukey's
yeah,
dead.
It's like the
no.
perfect images of who liked it dropped down to one Zack Smith. It's just his picture next to a heart.
That's hilarious. That's great stuff.
Rough.
Zach, how do you feel after this roast?
Small.
I need to go work out.
Let's work out tomorrow. Let's stay at a time like we did last time. What are we doing? Back, you said?
Anytime before 1:25 or after 2:40.
I'm done.
Anyway, thanks so much for watching episode 68 of The Throne Room. We went crazy tonight. We went absolutely crazy. It was a great episode. A lot better than last week, I think.
Yeah, it was fun.
Next week, I want to go ahead, if you're still listening to this, which I don't know how many people are. If you're still listening to this, here's the platform of the remaining season 3, okay, of The Throne Room. We're going to have me covering sports. We're going to have Josh covering Twitter, trending BS, and we're going to have Zach covering any sort of conspiracies going on in the
And oh boy, is he ready.
and he's so ready. We're going to come out with 9/11 conspiracies like you've never heard before in your life.
If you think that 9/11 was real, think again. Hang on. There were real planes. Rest in peace for the 3,000 people who died in 9/11.
Okay, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
But
Relax, Alex.
if you think
we got
for one second
Jocko
that
Willink
9/11
mixed with Alex
was
Jones.
not an inside job,
There
think
we go.
again after you listen to these next few parts of this episode.
Wow.
And the next few episodes of season
Wow,
3.
that's heavy.
You will be
stuff.
convinced.
That's heavy
If we
stuff.
ended on that, we would have been done.
Here's your motivation, because I don't think it's an inside job at all.
Wait.
So you have to
I
you
promise.
have to convince
Me either. Me either. I was like, yo, dude, 9/11, like that.
I'm built different.
Yeah.
Zach
All right.
Smith, I'm built different. Okay.
We're gonna see. I'm gonna bring notes. I'm
Okay.
gonna bring visual aids.
That's what I
A
need.
PowerPoint, maybe?
That's what the show needs.
He's gonna have
PowerPoint,
a
maybe.
whiteboard.
Needs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this won't come up during that. I just want to spill it now.
Okay.
There's actually a group of people that fervently believe that it was all holograms and no one died on 9/11.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's
true.
insane. That's insane.
But-
who did what?
They're like,
Real
you could see
quick-
it. You could see it.
Real quick insider, one fact.
The buildings fell though.
One fact.
The holograms fell.
to foreshadow the next few episodes.
Okay.
One fact.
Okay.
It's gonna blow your mind.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Did you know
Okay.
that not one single Jew died in 9/11?
Yeah.
Not
That's
one
weird. That's weird.
Single
Why?
Jewish person Find out next week.
Let me ask you this. Okay, well, I know the question, so I'll ask you. Okay. Thanks so much for watching episode 68 of The Throne Room. Catch us next week, episode 69. 69. Where we will come out hard with sports news, Twitter trending news, and whatever you can think up. You better think of something great.
I've got a
I
list
will
of
slap you upside the head.
Dumb internet stuff that you cannot
Great. Beautiful, because that's your freaking job.
talk about. Redneck.
You got all the
disabled
stuff.
furries.
You're the MVP of the show right now because this guy, I don't know what he's talking about. He doesn't have the stuff that you're talking about.
Dinosaur furries, bro.
Okay,
Dinosaur furries.
that's what we're talking about. And I got all your fantasy football, your pro football news. I think that next week we start college football back. Oh, we're back. A&M's gonna play.
Vandy.
So we'll be back. Episode 69 of The Throne Room. Tell your friends. Share on YouTube. Share on Spotify. Mm-hmm. Look, I'll be honest with you. YouTube and Spotify, Apple Podcasts, we've had the strongest growth over the last week. Okay? I'm not going to say the number. It doesn't matter. But we've had the strongest growth. So thank you so much for your support. Yep. Go check out our Patreon. Go share. Tell your friends about us. Whatever. We're going to start a little niche group. Grassroots. You know what I'm talking about, okay?
You know how easy it would be to advertise next episode? You can be like, hey, it's 69. We got to watch it.
Yeah,
we got to watch it, bro.
69th episode.
Okay, Zack Smith, where can they find you?
ZSmitty _22 on Instagram and Twitter. ZSmith22 on Snapchat. Thank you very much.
There you go. Josh Pink.
I think someone added me.
Really?
On Snapchat.
I've had people add me too, yeah.
Anyway, my Instagram is jpink19.
There you go.
That's where you can find me.
We'll tag them both on the Instagram for whenever this episode comes out, which will probably be about 2 weeks, because since we filmed 2 episodes in a row.
We were on a roll that night.
Yeah, we were. You can find me at King __Alex__. By the way, that reminds me, we have to record a bonus episode. So whenever y'all want, we got to record 2 in a row. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Another double hitter.
Okay, we'll have a double.
We have the bonus episode. It's 30 seconds in black and white.
Yeah. Exactly. Mr. Jocko Willink over here.
Squats.
Yeah, heavy squats. We're gonna hit some heavy squats on Wednesday.
When I was on the team.
Yeah, when I went through buds. So anyway, hit me up on King __Alex _ on Instagram. Most importantly, check out The Throne Room on Instagram and Twitter at The Throne Room and patreon.com/The Throne Room to get 3 tiers there for you. We got extra bonus episodes that we just talked about recording. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.